Hundreds of new jobs and millions of dollars in investment are on the way to Eastern Carolina in a transformative announcement by Governor Josh Stein today.
A new steel production facility is headed to Hertford County. Chris Cook is live at Roanoke Chowan Community College with more now. Chris?
Dave, Courtney, Governor Stein spoke here today to tout the largest economic development project in the history of Hertford County.
It is no surprise that North Carolina was ranked the top state for business in the country in 2025.
That's what Governor Josh Stein said after he announced U.S. Forged Rings will invest $875 million in Hertford County. They're building a large-scale steel manufacturing facility. It'll take 3 phases to complete. The investment will bring up to 625 jobs with average salaries of $80,000 over the first 2 phases, with more after that.
Phase 3 will produce over 1,000 additional jobs in the next 3 to 5 years. This is an exciting day for the citizens of Hertford County and this community.
Officials say it will be located near the Nucor steel facility along the Chowan River near the field you see now. The state is also giving Hertford County $51 million to complete the project.
We're a home to a world-class workforce. We have the largest manufacturing workforce in the entire Southeast, with about 500,000 people doing that work.
Phase 1 is expected to begin in fall 2028. The county is looking towards 2030 to start Phase 3. North Carolina Commerce Secretary Lee Lilly is originally from Williamston and spoke fondly of Hertford County during the event. He's excited for what's to come.
Some of the hardest working people in all of the world live right here in Eastern North Carolina. But most importantly, we do it with partnership.
And at full capacity, the project is expected to increase employment in the county by around 8%. Live in Hertford County, Chris Cook, WITN News.
All right, thanks, Chris. And officials said production is expected to begin in the first quarter of 2029 after phases 1 and 2 are completed.